A few weeks ago, policemen and officers of sister security agencies were made the targets of IPOB and Eastern security militia groups operating in the southeastern part of the country. A particular instance that stood out was the killing of 3 policemen and 3 naval officers in Anambra State. Police stations and vehicles were vandalized and burnt by these groups of persons. In its bid to stem the nefarious activities of these criminal groups, the IGP crack detective team spurred into action and launched the sting operation in several states across the country. As a result, a total of 16 suspects who are self-confessed members of the proscribed IPOB and ESN groups. The 16 suspects arrested by the Nigerian police force were officially paraded. Listen as they tell their stories on how they killed and maimed officers of the Nigerian police force.
Military and other security agencies are being constantly targeted in clearly well-coordinated, premeditated, violent attacks in the Southeast geopolitical zone in particular. As the lead agency in internal security, the task of rolling back this unacceptable security tide rests primarily with us. Hence, there is no better time for us to reorder our policing vision, re-evaluate our strategies, close the trust gap between us and the citizens, and reposition the police institution, all with a view to re-energizing our crime-fighting orientation than now.
My name is Raphael Amotangitan. I am 31 years old. I'm coming from George Vasela, Atokupane local government. I was born and brought up in Oro, and my father was a first man, but he died in 2009. So I was the boy that loved force very well, but because of the condition of the family, there was no condition for me to join. So when I had this IPOB of a thing, I thought that would be the best way for me to, because I don't have any qualifier. So I joined IPOB 17th of March 2020. Now I was recruited as a ESN member November 2020. And the first movement I participated, I was on 24th of January 2020. When we are coming down from Onitsha straight to Olo. Accidentally, we jammed a police checkpoint at Olo Ihiala Road. When we have attack, exchange of bullets with them, 2 policemen were killed, and we discovered 3 AK-47, and we burned down their Sienna. The second movement I participated was on 13th of January 2021, when the Joint Task Force attacked us at our camp in Olo, in Imo State. So 1 policeman were killed, but we did not discover his gun. On 5th of January 2020, my men went to movement where they killed 2 policemen and burned their motor in Omotanze, Olo in Imo State. And they discovered 2 AK-47 also there. The other one is on 25th of January, when they have exchange of fire with army in Olu Owerri Road, and 4 army were killed, and they discovered their AK-47. So the other movement I cannot remember the date, is at Ihiala Road. That was on December. That was when the guy that led that particular movement was shot down there, and they discovered 2 AK-47 there. And the driver was killed, and 2 policemen were killed, and the man was also killed.
My name is Ugochukwu Sapir. I'm from Abia State, Aruchukwu local government, alias Bigi. I'm a member of ESN. I joined 2017. I'm a second in command in special force. Yes, as a respect, the one they shot us at camp, they attack us in the camp, and they will kill one policeman and throw rifle. And the second one is the one that they have open fire with the soldiers. They are four. So I get this injury in my leg. They arrest me in the hospital. In Noka. That's where they arrest me.
My name is Cletus Wanchukwu. I am from IPOB in Olo local government. My age is 60 years old. The name of my church is Holy Blessed Trinity, IPOB. I'm a member of IPOB, together with the coordinator of my unit. I get them the camp from my senior brother, Police. My wife is a member. My son is a member. My daughter is a member. Then my wife and brother is a member.
My name is Prophet Mike Mba. I am 33 years old. As an Association of Jewish Faith Incorporated, 2015, I helped IPOB people, so I should help them in their protest.
The most important thing, the advice I have here is, I have to say the truth. Killing the police or army is never our intention or is never in our mind. And I must say it's our leader, Mazigo High Tempo, that leads our team. Whenever I want to move, he used to tell us one thing, that we make sure that if we jam any force, that we should not fire except it order us to fire. So, but being as people that are not well trained, whenever we jam any police van or team, before it could say command, we will start with firing. Even people at the back will be firing before the people at the front. So it's never his intention that he never advised us in one day that we should, if we see them, that we should kill them. So, but my advice there is, because I believe that with that nonsense, we can get sense. And I believe some youths out there will learn many things from this. And I believe God will help many of them so that they will not fall into this kind of victim. And if you look at my face, there's no need of telling you the truth. You will see the truth of regretting in my face. And I will say it again and again. So, but what I know is everything is in the hands of God. I leave everything for God.
My name is Kelechi Okeke. I am from Umudimogoro, Malo local government, Imo State. I am 38 years old. I am married with 8 children. I find I'm not a member of IPOB. Only but I find a AK-47 in the forest. Then I sold it to one man, hunter, with 400,000 because of my wife's condition in the hospital. That is the reason why I sold the gun after they bought my house.
My advice to criminals in Anambra or wanting to come into Anambra is for them not to attempt it. If you are already in Anambra, to get the hell out, because we are going to get to you with our new equipment. You know, there's no hiding place for you. Having said that, I want to advise Anambra youths, stay clear of cultism, stay clear of drugs. You know, that will destroy you. If you take drugs and do cultism, you'll be going to hell 2 times, one on earth and one where you die. You know, so stay out of those things because they will destroy you.
The youths are angry. The youths are enraged. My main advice is whatever the cause of their anger should not lead them to break the law. I urge all viewers to keep watching Crime Fighters, the police and you.
My name is Flora Mayemi. I work for Crime Fighters, the police and you. Sir, for the sake of this interview, please can you kindly introduce yourself to our viewers?
My name is CP Frank Mba. I'm the national spokesperson for the Nigeria Police Force.
A few weeks ago, police officers and officers of sister security agencies became targets of some militia groups in the southeastern part of the country. A particular incident that stood out was the killing of 3 police officers and 3 naval officers in Anambra State within a day. Police stations and facilities were also burnt and vandalized by the hoodlums. Sir, will I be right to say that this incident spurred the reaction of the Nigeria police to chase after the hoodlums?
First of all, let me start by reminding our viewers that fundamentally, our responsibilities as police officers, among other things, include the protection of lives and property. And when we talk about the protection of lives and property, we are talking of the protection of the lives of every citizen of Nigeria, whether the person is a doctor, a lawyer, a pilot, an engineer, a journalist, a farmer, a trader, a soldier, or a police officer. And so we place the same premium that we place on the lives of other citizens, also on the lives of our police officers. The difference, however, is that a police officer exercises his power on behalf of the citizens. My badge is a symbol of public trust. The uniform I wear, the crest on my forehead, represents an authority, the collective authority of the people, the collective will of the people, the collective power of the people, the collective determination of our people to stay safe, that are all invested in me and other colleagues of mine. And also the same is what is replicated in the Nigerian Army, the Nigerian Air Force, the Nigerian Navy, and other sister agencies. Now, the import of this analysis is that when you begin to take down in an unprovoked manner, indiscriminately, the lives of police officers, the lives of the military personnel, the lives of our security agencies, you are actually attacking the heart of the people. You are fundamentally not just targeting the security agencies, you are targeting the people, because the police officers and other security agencies are a special breed of citizens that stand in gap between incoming dangers and our citizens. And so when you begin to hack them down, you weaken the collective defense of our people. You render our citizens even vulnerable to other kinds of crimes. We will never, and I want to say this very clearly, we will never sit back idly and allow anybody to begin to wantonly take the lives of this very special breed of Nigerians and begin to attack security and military facilities. Having said that, it is also our responsibility as police officers to protect us, our innocent citizens, from deception. Protect the weak from intimidation and oppression, and also protect the peaceful ones amongst us from violence and unnecessary attack. If you put all this together, you can then begin to understand why we took these matters and these attacks very, very seriously. It is something that has to do with the substance, the fulcrum of public safety And so we must deal with them and deal with them very decisively.
Sir, in the states where most of the killings happened, fear and agitation seem to have gripped residents of the states affected. Last week, you released a press statement stating that 16 suspects had been arrested for their various connections with the killings of these officers. I would appreciate it if you could give us an account on how the suspects were arrested, and with this arrest, would their arrest bring succor to the residents of the states affected?
First of all, let me reaffirm our commitment to continue to discharge our fundamental duties of protecting lives and property and protecting our people, not just from the negative consequences of crime, but also from the fear of crime themselves. In addressing the second leg of your question on how we carried out those operations, I'm sure you will agree with me that these are two sensitive issues to discuss in a national television program. But I can assure you that we worked tirelessly around the clock. It was a very purposeful operation. It was target-oriented. It was intelligence-driven. It was collaborative. We worked with our counterparts from the Nigerian Army and the Nigerian Air Force in particular. We also worked with other positive-minded forces within the Southeast geopolitical zone, the South-South geopolitical zone, and the larger part of the country. And we will continue to deepen these collaborations. We will continue to deepen this partnership to ensure that the remaining suspects that are currently at large are all netted in. Let me issue this warning. We have sufficient intelligence on all the perpetrators of these offenses. Sufficient intelligence. As a matter of fact, we have volumes and volumes of videos where their faces were clearly shown, and we will be releasing them at the appropriate time. But for now, these are the much I can say, but I just want to issue a very strong warning. Nobody will go unpunished here, and no one, the smart criminals don't go about taking lives indiscriminately. If you're a smart criminal, you don't go about cutting down the lives of other citizens indiscriminately. And you don't go about targeting the military, the police, and other members of the law enforcement agencies. We represent the conscience of the people. We are exercising powers that were surrendered to us by the people. And so when you attack us, individually or collectively, you are not attacking law enforcement. You are not attacking members of the security forces. You are attacking the people. And the people will rise up at the appropriate time. They will provide the needed vibe, the needed energy, the needed intelligence and information that will be used to root you out. I want to really, really warn them to keep off this very destructive path, because we will come after you, we will hunt you down, and we will bring you to justice.
What else is the police doing to forestall future attacks?
A whole lot of things are being done, but a whole lot of actions that are being taken behind the screen. And so, again, it will be foolhardy, it will be responsible of me to begin to discuss our anti-crime measures here. But I can reassure Nigerians, and I also want to reassure members of the law enforcement community and the military, that the governments, both at the federal level, the state level, as well as the local government levels, are working with us on this matter, and we have developed very robust response. We have developed very robust approaches, holistic enough, to deal with this emerging trend. We also will continue to encourage our colleagues to continue to maintain courageous calmness even in the face of adversity, and to understand that the majority of Nigerians love peace. Majority of Nigerians love an atmosphere that is governed by law and order. Majority of Nigerians have no problem, no qualms with either the military or the police officers, because fundamentally, every person you see wearing the uniform, either the Army, Navy, Air Force, Police, Civil Defense, Customs, Corrections, Immigration, or NDLE uniform, or any other uniform whatsoever, is fundamentally first a Nigerian before choosing his career path. We are members of this community. We have police officers and soldiers from all parts of Nigeria. Every ethnic group is represented. We are Nigerians. We come from different states of the Federation, different local government areas. We are somebody's brother, somebody's sister, somebody's cousin, somebody's husband, somebody's wife, somebody's girlfriend, somebody's boyfriend. And so, you can't go about attacking other people's relatives, other people's breadwinners, other people's fathers and mothers and uncles and aunts, nieces and nephews and cousins, and you expect the world to clap for you. We will unite and we will defeat this monster.
Our advice is that members of the public should have absolute trust in the police. We should actually see the police as our friend. When there are information that borders on security or lack of it, we must report, promptly to the nearest police station. And we must have confidence in the police. We don't have any other thing that can safeguard our interests as far as security is concerned. So every member of the public should take it as a personal responsibility to report whatever becomes untoward at any level to the nearest policeman, so that at the end of the day, everybody can go home and sleep soundly with our two eyes closed.
We need only ₦1 million to register this company. What if we push him to a corner and we make him to pay the money?
He will raise your head, I break your head!
Johnny have stolen my keys, Alaji. After 12 good years. This is not easy to children to. Ajo! Woo!
Just follow them.
Alaji.
Just follow them. It's just a mere questioning. And in no time, I will even join you.
Alhamdulillah. Alhamdulillah. I'm happy to die.